Make sure you talk about your vehicle like it's a one of one. Like there's no other thing like this. Like this is the most amazing vehicle in the world. You will never find this in any other platform. If you go to Pluto, Mars, and Jupiter and Saturn, you will still have to come back to Earth and get this car because you still would never get it on another planet type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's poppin', family, and welcome back to my channel. First and foremost, happy blessed new year, man. Happy New Year's to each and every single one of you guys. I hope that this year is a great year for you guys, a blessed year, a prosperous year. I pray that this year you're granted like everything that you want and more. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna stay on top of it this year. We're gonna stay super focused to the max. We're gonna accomplish all our goals and beyond. You know, I hope that you guys are given that the ability to even like surpass your goals. You see what I'm saying? Like whatever you goals you guys set for the year, like you guys accomplish that in 6 months and you have the rest of the 6 months to even surpass that. You see what I'm saying? But this year we're gonna be focusing, man. We're gonna stay focused. We're gonna stay dedicated. We're gonna stay on top of every single thing that we said that we want to stay on top of it. We're gonna stay on top of it. You hear me? We're gonna stay on top of our fitness goals, our gym goals, health goals. We're gonna practice good daily habits. You see what I'm saying? Like entrepreneurship goals, we're gonna go crazy on that. Lifestyle goals, work goals, whatever goals that you guys set and have, I hope that you guys like do great at that. Today's video is really like, I'm gonna be sharing like a few of my lessons that I learned from renting out my Tesla. You see what I'm saying? Like just renting out my Tesla in general. Like I'm gonna be sharing a few lessons from that. I did jot down a few things, like some outlines, you see what I'm saying? Because usually I go off the dome, but today, like I really wanted to be precise on today's video. Like I really wanted to like say everything that I want to say without like missing anything. You see what I'm saying? So I made sure I jotted down literally everything I want to say, because sometimes when I'm freestyling it, like I say pretty much everything that I want to say, but then like as I'm editing the video, I'm like, damn, like I left something out. But on this video, I want to be very precise, very personal. I want to take you guys through my journey. And yeah, and since we're talking about a Tesla, it's only right that we in my baby, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is my Tesla. For you guys that are new on my channel, this is my Tesla 2021 Tesla Model Y. White interior seats and blue metallic exterior color. You know what I'm saying? So first and foremost, I wanted to talk about the appeal of a Tesla rental. Like not an appeal of owning a Tesla, but an appeal of a Tesla rental, like actually renting out the Tesla. Any car that you rent out, always look at it from the consumer's mind state. Don't look at it from your mind state. Like you might like that car, but that don't mean that he gonna like that car or the masses is gonna like the car. You see what I'm saying? But the allure of owning a Tesla right now is like on an all-time high. This could be a Tesla Model 3, Model S, Model Y, Cybertruck, whatever Tesla that you own for rental purposes. Like right now, I feel like Teslas are one of the most appealing cars to the masses right now. Like people are like amazed by the functionality of a Tesla. Like it's just so dope to people when they get to see a Cybertruck, when they get to just be in a Tesla and just understand the way the electric system and the computerized system works. Boom, that's a check mark for you right there when it comes to renting out a vehicle. So I'm speaking specifically on Tesla, but you can use that information for whatever, whether it's a BMW you got, freaking Audi you got, whatever vehicle you got. Especially these days now in 2025, there's a whole lot of hybrid cars, so always put that into a factor as well. And before we continue on this video, I want to shed light that this video is for everybody. Like yes, I know it's about a Tesla, but I want you guys to pick game from this and use it for whatever you guys got going. You see what I'm saying? But next is the financial benefits of renting out a Tesla. Like the financial benefits of renting out a Tesla right now in 2025, I feel like it's one of the best in like the car rental era, just because the cost of maintenance for a Tesla is lower than a lot of other luxury cars. You would spend way less maintaining a Tesla as opposed to maintaining a Mercedes, BMW, Audi, or whatever luxury car might be out there. You get the gist. You see what I'm saying? You'll spend way less. Like, and it pretty much costs the same price. Like, the maintenance of a Cybertruck is way lower than a freaking G-Wagon or X6, like a BMW X6. And if you look at it, it's pretty much in the same price range. Right there, you have a boost when it comes to a Tesla. You see what I'm saying? The unique experience of driving a Tesla pretty much goes to the allure of like owning a Tesla, but the unique experience of driving a Tesla right now is the fact that you can go 0 to 60 in like 2-point-something seconds, and not a lot of, I don't want to call this a regular car, but not a lot of like regular cars can do that. So the appeal of it, and then for the people that don't even speed, like just the whole like computer system, like the Netflix, the Hulu, the TikTok, the so much stuff that's on the Tesla right now. Literally every time that you update your car, update, because it's like just like a phone. You literally update your Tesla. Every time that you update your Tesla, it comes with a new advantage, a new something within it. Right now there's karaoke. They just added a couple more games. Look at this right now. You have arcade. You have a whole lot of games. I think they just added a couple of these games not too long ago. You have the toy box, which is pretty much a light show at night. This is very, very cool. So for any of you guys that don't like know about this and this is your first time, if you ever rent out a Tesla, make sure that you check out the light show at night. It's awesome. Like the windows roll down by itself. It starts playing music. The trunk opens up by itself. The doors open up by itself. Like, it's amazing. Like right here is the live one, and I believe this is like Tesla's radio, but not just only is it a radio. I think that you can also search for any kind of song in the world, and yeah, you can actually play it without like logging into Apple Music. So all that for an individual who does not drive a Tesla on a regular day is so appealing. I feel like a lot of us forget that when you own a Tesla, we forget that this isn't basic. Like, this isn't basic stuff, that there's so many people out there in the world that would be amazed when they walk into the car. Always remember that. I rent, so I know. I meet individuals on a daily basis who can't wait to literally drive the Tesla that I'm so used to, and it's so normal. Like I said from in the beginning, always think from a consumer's mindset when it comes to rental business. Setting up your Tesla for rental. I want you guys to pay attention to this bullet point right here. Choosing the right platform for your vehicle is so important. I operate on Turo, but I'm not saying that's the best platform. Whatever works for me may not work for you, and that's just the whole standpoint when it comes to entrepreneurship. That's why a lot of people say and make statements, it's all out for the taking, because what I do, you can do it better, and what I'm operating on may not necessarily, you might be on more game on whatever platform you've been doing research on. But since I'm the one speaking, we're going to talk about my platform, and I operate on the Turo platform, which to me, I feel like that's good enough for me. I still don't want to say that's the best, because like I haven't experienced other platforms, but for me right now, it works for me. I just like how the freedom it gives. I like the way it operates, and honestly, most importantly, I like the policy behind it. I like the fact that the policy, there's certain policies intact that benefit me more than maybe the customer. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like since I'm the one with more risk, I feel like I should enjoy more benefits. So that's why I operate on Turo. Like, I love, especially living in Atlanta. I live in Atlanta, y'all. So if you guys are my returning subscribers, you already know I live in Atlanta. But for anybody new to my channel, I live in Atlanta right now currently. Recently moved from Indiana a few months ago, and I've been in Atlanta hustling, grinding. But back to my point, living in Atlanta, there's a lot of like fraud. There's a lot of like people who waste your time. There's a lot of people who want to show off. In other words, cap. There's a lot of cap in Atlanta. This is the cap city. Like, a lot of people waste my time since I moved, and I feel like with operating on Turo, they notice that and they compensate for that, and that's why one of my main reasons I'm still on Turo. Now, you guys may know other platforms that do the same thing, and feel free to put me on game, because I'm always learning. Trust me, your boy's always learning. I'm always trying to like pick up on new game and just always trying to like improve. So if you guys know any other platforms you think I should check out, let me know. But also beware that when you set up on these platforms, you can't, for example, you can't have the Tesla on Turo and then another rental company platform. You can only have your car on one rental platform, but that's why you don't need to only have one car. You see what I'm saying? So I can always put another car on another platform. When setting up on the rental platform for your vehicle or your Tesla vehicle, make sure that you guys create a very compelling listing. Make sure that you guys stand out. Like, there's a whole lot of people on Turo and there's a whole lot of Teslas on Turo. Like, what's going on with my car? It wants me to put on my seatbelt, but I'm not even going nowhere. But just because of the appeal of a Tesla, of owning a Tesla right now, they're at an all-time high. So there are a lot of Teslas on every single rental platform. Trust me, there's a lot of Teslas on there, be it a Cybertruck, Tesla Model Y, Model S. It's a lot of them on there. So make sure that you create a compelling listing, meaning that make sure that your pictures are precise. Make sure that they're amazing. Make sure that every angle is detailed. Like, make sure that it's actually even worth it right now in 2025 if you want to set up your vehicle on the rental platform, that you actually go get a professional photographer and pay that fee and make sure that he gives you a lot of good pictures, because that separates you from a lot of other people. Before I started on Turo, I started as a consumer. I started as a customer, and that's what made me start being a host. And I remember I used to look for the vehicle with the best pictures, because that just made me know what kind of car I was getting into and what kind of host I was dealing with. If you don't have good pictures, like, that just shows who you are. It's just like going into somebody's crib and it's dirty. I automatically already know the kind of person you are. Or going into somebody's car that's dirty. I know what kind of person you are. Off rip. If you give me bad pictures, if I'm looking at pictures that aren't so great, especially in this competitive game, I'm not renting out your car. So make sure that your pictures are very, very precise. Now, right after pictures, you need to make sure that you compose a great description. Make sure that your description is like super great. You see what I'm saying? Like, make sure that you talk about your car like it's something that you just innovated, like it's a one of one. Make sure you talk about your vehicle like it's a one of one, like there's no other thing like this. Like, this is the most amazing vehicle in the world. You will never find this in any other platform. If you go to Pluto, Mars, and Jupiter and Saturn, you will still have to come back to Earth and get this car, because you still would never get it on another planet type shit. You know what I'm saying? like that kind of vibe. So what I set up, and you guys can honestly just use ChatGPT or Snapchat AI. You know what I'm saying? You know me, I don't like to gatekeep. I'm always upfront with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe that in my community that, you know, I should, like, I don't want to use the word cap, but if I feel like there's something that can make your life easier, I'm going to tell you. You see what I'm saying? I'm not one of those people or one of those YouTubers that, you know what I'm saying, make it look like everything is like, oh, I'm the smartest guy in the world. No, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gatekeeping nothing from you guys in 2025. I already told you guys in my previous vlogs and my previous videos, I'm super authentic this year. I'm authentic as possible, and I want you to treat every car like this, guys. Like, every vehicle that you're gonna rent out on the platform should like this. Like, I went above and beyond for the description in my Nissan Rogue. I made it feel like it was the best Nissan Rogue in the world, and it's 1,000 of them in Atlanta. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what you need to do. Now, after you do that, I want you guys to also take a look at the pricing. When it comes to pricing, I want you guys to pay attention to this too as well. Like, when it comes to pricing is like so different everywhere. Like, if you're in Massachusetts or wherever you're at, the pricing you might charge in Massachusetts might be different from what I'll charge in Atlanta, because of the competition, because of the competitive game out here, right? So when I was in Indiana, I was able to increase my prices like so much higher than when I was in Georgia, just because like there weren't as many Teslas, especially Teslas with white seats in Indiana. But I felt like I'm getting booked more here in Atlanta than in Indiana, although the prices are lower. So it balances itself out. You see what I'm saying? So wherever you're at, do your own research and make sure that you guys price accordingly. Also, make sure that you guys look as a consumer. So before you set yourself as a host, make sure you look as a guest. what other people are charging in wherever you're at. And don't only look at the prices, look at what extras they have on the vehicle, because extras is simply a way to earn extra money. Literally, it's self-explanatory. Extra money. So always look at their extras. What other extras are they offering? Because like I tell you, bro, entrepreneurship is all out for the taking. Unless you're Bill Gates or somebody who innovated their own thing, then bro, it's all out for the grab. But just make sure that you do it better. Do things that the next man will not do. You do it. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? Do it. Do what somebody else may not do. If this entrepreneurship that you're watching tells you that he wakes up at 6 a.m., you need to wake up at 5 a.m. and try to be on it before he is. Now, we've talked about the financial aspect and, you know, why it's a car that somebody may book. But then I also want to talk about the unexpected perks of actually renting out your Tesla or your vehicle. But the unexpected perks of renting out your Tesla is just the diverse of people that you get to meet, because like teenagers to men of 50 something years old have rented out this same vehicle that I'm sitting in. Trust me, from families to single people. So just imagine the dynamic of individuals. Just imagine the dynamic of individuals that I've met, and then the cultures and diversity that I've been exposed to. Tesla is one of the vehicles that gives you the opportunity to do that. Not all vehicles give you the opportunity to do that, just from experience. Bro, I've gotten pilots like jet pilots that rented out this vehicle, like literally. And I've also had like people that aren't pilots. You get where I'm coming from. You get what I'm trying to say pretty much. I like that because like it just doesn't put me in a bubble. You see what I'm saying? And it makes me understand the value of electric vehicles and a Tesla in 2025. And then another thing too is like they like do like certain stuff on the vehicle. Sometimes I don't like it. Like sometimes I don't like when people tweak with my settings, but then sometimes they tweak with it and they show me something that I didn't even know was on the vehicle. So now I'm learning. You see what I'm saying? Because like there's some people that I know is that they do deep research. Like they've looked up on like YouTube how to do certain settings, and they will do it while renting the vehicle, and I'm just like, damn, oh wow, I didn't even know that the vehicle offered that. So I think that's a cool little feature as well. But you getting booked also like helps generate passive income. Like I feel like a Tesla is like one of the most like assuring vehicles to rent on the rental platform right now. Like it's always good to have this in your fleet. Get other cars. Trust me, other cars make good money as well. So don't sleep on other cars. We're in 2025, but look, what's the lifespan of a Tesla? Let's talk about that. The lifespan of a Tesla. Like in miles, we know that a Tesla can go up to 250,000 miles. But also just look at the in appeal of a Tesla. It's 2025 and people are still amazed about a Tesla. If you have a 2020 Tesla right now in 2025, somehow, you're still the shit. You're still the man with a 2020 Tesla Model 3. Because it's still new to people. It's still appealing to people. It can still go fast. You see what I'm saying? You can still watch Netflix. You can still watch Hulu. And all that is still advancing. Like, not everybody has caught up. So when you buy a Tesla to rent out, just you know that you're guaranteed money for a couple years. People are still getting on the way. But before I wrap up the video, I really want to talk about the challenges of a Tesla rental. So this is an important key as well. Like everything is important in this video, like I've told you guys in the beginning, but I feel like this right here is very important. And I feel like maintaining the vehicle and making sure that it's in pristine condition. Like a vehicle like this, when you take it to customers, they feel like it must be in pristine condition. Like I remember I had just cleaned my Tesla myself. My returning subscribers already know that I have certain tools in which I use to clean my Tesla, and I do 65-70% of the cleaning and washing I do myself. Like I literally have my own tools because I just feel like it helps save me money and it adds to my earnings and reduces my investments. So especially during the summertime, I don't see the reason why I can't clean my own vehicle myself. So yeah, I get down and bust it down. You see what I'm saying? But I had just cleaned this vehicle myself. I got a rental for like 9 a.m. and I woke up at like 6:37 and I cleaned this vehicle. And I tried my very best. Like it wasn't even so dirty. And this guy left me a review saying pretty much that I can do better with my clean. Like when you leave a review on Turo, you get to rate it, right? How's the cleanliness? Oh, 5-star. How's the maintenance? 4-star, whatever. He gave me like a 3-star on the cleanliness, and like the vehicle was clean. I've given that vehicle to so many other people in that same clean condition, but for some reason it just wasn't clean enough for this guy. So it came to my realization that a lot of people want your Tesla in pristine condition, and it's not like this for, you know, other vehicles, but for the Tesla, just because it goes to a different diverse of people, I just feel like they're like super, like, I don't know, there's a higher chance pretty much of picky clients, and that's all I'm trying to say. Another challenge is like the potential of dealing with like damage and scratches and stuff like that. One thing I noticed about every Tesla, especially the Tesla Model Y, I don't know how it is with the Cybertruck. I've actually never drove a Cybertruck. I really should go test drive that one of these days, but the wheels tend to easily get curb rash. The wheel is on like the outer, you see what I'm saying? So like when you like parking and stuff like that, it tends to easily get curb rash. And I feel like if you're just coming from your regular vehicle to a Tesla, that's something that you may not know of and may not know to watch out for. So that can be an easy potential scratch or damage, however you look at it, on your vehicle. Plus, it's a fast car. It's a very, very fast car, and a lot of people rent it out for that experience, to test out that. But obviously that causes for, you know, potential damage. But I'll give it up to Tesla that their sensor and the sensor to be able to detect possible accidents is like very, very great. Like it's a 10 out of 10. Yeah, and it's been great so far. I have not got any, like, I've gotten curb rash. Literally my actual first guest when I actually started renting out the Tesla had curb rash on the vehicle, but I'm over it. I bought wheel protection, like wheel covers. That doesn't really help so much because they can easily fall out, but I feel like it's done slightly of its job. Last but not least, the lessons learned from renting out my Tesla. One is the importance of clear communication. I literally had to like update my description. Clear communication, like no smoking in this vehicle. My brother, no smoking in this vehicle. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's smoke, cigarettes, Black and Milds, weed, whatever. And 2, do not wash the car. And if you are gonna wash the car, please do not take this vehicle through a mobile machine car wash. I like the vehicle to be hand car washed just for the longevity. From my experience of washing cars, I honestly feel like hand car wash is way better for your vehicle. I don't care if you're driving a beat up 1942 Mitsubishi, whatever. If you want your car in clean, pristine condition, and if you want your car actually taken care of, why don't you give it to somebody who's gonna handily take care of the vehicle? It just sounds better. And for the price difference, it's not even that crazy of a price difference, so why not? Back to what I was saying, would you believe that a lot of people have abused this? I got a renter who smoked a whole lot of weed in my shit. Like, he smoked a whole lot of gas in my vehicle. And I'm not against anybody smoking weed or smoking in period. I'm not against it. You see what I'm saying? Because hey, a boy's gotta do what you gotta do, or a chick gotta do what she gotta do. But just don't do it in the vehicle. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is a rental vehicle. Like, if you return my car to me on Monday, I can get a renter on Tuesday. Why do you want to mess up my business for? You think the person on Tuesday is gonna understand that you that gave me my vehicle on Monday was the one blowing trees in my shit? Like, no, that's gonna leave me with a bad review. That might actually potentially make me miss a rental. But back to what I was saying with Turo's policy is they compensate for that. They compensate for it, meaning they give you a certain financial benefit or just they give you a certain fee for individuals who smoke in your vehicle, as well as if it's really bad and you are unable to rent out that same day or the following day, they pay for it. So another reason why, you know, I kind of like the platform. You know, it obviously has its disadvantages, but that's something for another day. I mean, I got compensated for it, but trust me, bro, it took like maybe a week before that smell finally got out. I bought air freshener, I bought everything. I bought everything they said I should buy. Man, that was a disaster. When renting out your car, you need to make sure that you have clear cut, thorough, like, inspection. Like, make sure that you guys are always inspecting your vehicle. Whenever the vehicle comes, make sure that you guys fully inspect it, because like little stuff like curb rash is like, you need to just inspect it. Plus, make sure that you take pre-trip photos and post-trip photos, because I don't know how many times that has saved me in this business, but it's a very, very, very huge and big factor in operating the business. If something happens, that's your only evidence. I notice a lot of people too don't really take like pictures. Like when they rent out the car, they don't actually listen to what Turo tells them. Turo tells you as a guest is make sure that you take clean photos as well, just so that the host, you know, you can have a defense mechanism. Also, like when you don't take pictures and that your client takes pictures and you report a damage, 95% of your client will win, because you don't even have proof. And also, when you don't take pictures and your client doesn't take pictures and there's a potential damage or scratch or whatever, and you report that to your rental platform, for example Turo, they could actually deny it, because like there's no proof. So make sure that there's always good, everything that has to do with inspection, please take it seriously, because the worst things that you get here with your profits, and something little from your mistake takes you down here in profits, because you then have to spend some of your profit on fixing your vehicle yourself. Be alert. You know what I'm saying? Don't do no drugs beforehand. Don't be drunk. If you know you have a booking, don't be drunk. And if you know that you're gonna be drunk on that day, make sure you set your car to not be rented out that day. Like every time that you rent out your vehicle, please be alert. Be wise. Be smart with this, because one little mistake can be a fumble. This is not a regular business. You know, this is the rental game. The value of having good rental agreement. Make sure that whatever platform that you guys are setting on, read through it, read all the policies, read everything. Make sure that you guys get the best insurance with your rental platform. You're gonna need it somehow, some way, someday. You're possibly going to need insurance, and you're going to have to also look back at whatever you signed. So make sure that you have good rental agreement. Please choose a platform that's best for you, the platform that you feel like is gonna work the best for you, because at the end of the day, this is the company that you're working with. You know, I don't want to say working for, because this is an entrepreneurship business. You know, I bought the vehicle with my money and I run it myself. So I'm not working for no company, I'm working with the company. So whatever company that you're gonna work with, read the rental agreement and just make sure that you guys are in good understanding with everything that's going on. Set it up to where you feel comfortable and you feel heard in a way. Those are my top tips. You see what I'm saying? Those are my top tips for you guys in 2025. It's only right that in 2025, January of 2025, I bring you guys this kind of video. And I really hope that down the line, like in December or whatever, June, August or whatever, you guys actually come to this video and, you know, tell me that you learned a lot from this video, and whatever knowledge that I had to share helped you guys go further. Because my goal and my mission in 2025, I said it in like my last video or 2 videos ago, but I told you guys that one of my goals and missions in 2025 is, I know that I'm putting y'all on game, and that's like, I want to put you guys on game, but I want to like make sure that I'm putting you guys on valuable game. Like I want you guys to be able to use my experiences to make your experience better. I want to come on here and motivate every single one of you guys every time. I want to be able to show you guys and share what you may not have known. I want to be able to share that. I want you guys to come to the Certified Bottomless platform and be able to get game that Google's not giving you. I'm about to put on my seatbelt because this thing telling me too much. But I want to be able to give you guys game that your own platform or whatever is not telling you. Like whatever your favorite YouTuber is telling you, I want to put you on more game. Like I want to be very authentic. Like I want to bridge the gap between that, the authenticity. A lot of these platforms are not so authentic no more. Like they're not showing you how they do it. They might show you one time, but then after that they get it, you know, it works for them. And like I want to show you guys how to be authentic. Like yeah, That's what we're doing in 2025. You see what I'm saying? With that being said, I've come to the end of this video. I already took all of y'all time. I know, but it's valuable time. Remember, valuable time. You can't get time back, but your time is best spent if you're receiving some kind of value. So I hope you guys are able to learn something in this video. Make sure that you guys leave comments down below and let's interact. You know, let's interact. You guys are my family at the end of the day. Ask whatever questions, whatever concerns, you know, positive, negative. Hey, you're not affecting me in 2025. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna keep rocking in 2025. I've told you guys before, I'm saying it again. I'm gonna be dropping content every day. Every single day, I'm going to be dropping content. I'm actually purposely saying this so I can hold myself accountable and so you guys can hold me accountable, because I don't wanna be that person that speaks it out into existence and actually doesn't perform. That ain't me. You gotta practice what you preach. So with that being said, stay tuned on the next video. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you guys so much. Make sure that you guys subscribe and drop a like. Ski, we out. Peace.